Hi, welcome to On Acting. Today we're going to talk about scams and a lot of scam agencies.
Yeah, yeah. So on the scams, there's a lot of scammers out there, but the main part of what's relevant about this topic is that there's a lot of scammers who will try to scam people who are new to the industry who are looking for agents. So a lot of them will pretend to be agencies in order to attract these kinds of people. And these scams will happen a lot with modeling agencies, and they also happen with agencies that deal with multiple industries. But they also happen with just straight up talent agents for film and TV actors.
Yeah, a lot of them will just sucker you in or put ads in papers or make it sound like it's something kind of like appealing. You know, that's what they're best at, is just creating this illusion. But then as soon as you get in there, you find out right off the bat, it doesn't take long for them to get to it, but they have all these fees that they want to start charging you up to sign up, all these kind of registration fees, photography fees, all kinds of sign up and hidden fees.
Yeah, sometimes they'll insist that you get headshots with their own photographers, and they'll overcharge you for them. They like to tell you that they will guarantee you a certain amount of work if you pay to sign up for them and if you do exactly what they tell you to do. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you into debt with the company like that if they can't get you work. Some of them actually do work as talent agencies, but if they can't get you work, they still make money off of you from all the fees they're making off of you.
Yeah, and a very typical scam a lot of times is they'll have like a secretary or somebody at their front desk greet you, and then they'll have a worksheet. So you basically answer this worksheet that kind of indicates what areas you know or don't know, areas that you know a lot about, areas you don't know much about. And basically this sheet is sort of like a fortune teller who works with an assistant. It tells them what they need to know, so that the areas that you are not so informed about are the areas that they try to attack you and scam you with. They sucker you in, creating this debt that you mentioned. They find your weaknesses and try to exploit them.
Yeah, yeah. So the two main things to remember in order to avoid this kind of thing is that you should never sign with a company that guarantees you work or forces you to use their photographers or their services or wants you to pay them up front. And the second is, so always have your headshots first before you start looking for an agent. And an agent can tell you that you might need new headshots because they can tell you why too, like maybe you need better ones, and they can recommend a photographer, but they can't make that decision for you. And so you always get to decide whether you will get headshots and who you will get them from.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times even legitimate agencies will feel your pictures are too amateurish or not the best tool in order to market you. But none of them will insist on any specific photographer where you could get them. They won't insist on anything. The only thing that they'll do is maybe give advice, maybe some suggestions, but it's still up to you. And like I said, and that's part of the working with them and listening to them part as well. The good communication between you and your agent. So yeah, if an agent starts talking to you about sketchy, use this photographer, do this particular, or your pictures are good but they're not quite good enough, that's when they start to deviate from and then that's when you need to get suspicious and say hey. But yeah, so legitimate agents again might think that your pictures could be good, but they'll leave it up to you. So you'll always be able to bring them back pictures that they can select and they can work with, and they should be happy with that.
Yeah, and of course, sticking to the list of accredited agents and listening to feedback is another way to avoid this kind of thing. But yeah, just be safe and good luck with everything.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.